Richmond, Virginia, get excited because NGW in association with UEW presents The Bogus Journey, a night full of the best professional wrestling on the planet. Join us Sunday, November 28th, as we have an action-packed card that includes the NGW Eastern States Champion Shug D defending his title in a triple threat match against Bo Crockett and Kenji Bree. Impact Wrestling's Caleb Conley will go one-on-one with JTG in an NGW showcase. NGW's top tag team will take on two of the hottest singles talent when Renegades of Flight face Shane Andrews and Caden Zane. Representing UEW, it'll be Chris Keith, Sledge Gibson, and Mac Butler, collectively known as Alpha Inc., taking on the Lost Boy Scouts. And in your main event, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Moose will defend his title against former World Heavyweight Champion Rich Swann. Also making an appearance, former WWE star Dirty Dango. It's going to be an exciting night of action that you do not want to miss. Tickets on sale now.
Okay, little hiccup, but it's all good. We got here.
Hell yeah.
So we are here. We're here to talk about NGW, which is one of the biggest shows to take place here in the RVA.
Fuck yeah. I'm very excited. So for a lot of y'all that have followed me for a little while, you might know that we were going to bring an NGW show to Virginia. Right before COVID happened, NGW's Excellent Adventure, and COVID happened, so thus that never took place. Yeah, and thus we are now gifted with NGW's Bogus Journey, which I guess was a play on the original name of what it was supposed to be. But NGW is ran by my cousin, my shoot cousin. Like, we went to Thanksgivings together. I watched this guy get yelled at and like not allowed to go to prom in high school. Like, it's like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really excited because it's something that I know Cody puts 100% of himself into everything that he does. If he wants to put his name on it, he wants it to be good. And it's been a long process of like trial and error and building the promotion in Tennessee into what it is. And now it's such a solid foundation in Tennessee that I feel it's good enough that it can be branched out to other places. And I mean, look at this card, dude.
Dude, like, this card is insane. So let's start out with the what is it? Which title is this? The Eastern States.
Yeah, the Eastern States title. At their last show, I believe, not their last show, but the one before, Eric Bischoff came out and introduced the NGW Eastern States Championship, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of belts.
Yeah, so the Eastern State Champion, Shug D, is defending his title against Bo Crockett and
Kenji Bree. I'm not particularly familiar with Kenji Bree. I know Bo Crockett is from our area. He's had some bangers with Rhett Titus and a bunch of other good names. You know, I have nothing bad to say about Bo Crockett. Kenji Bree, I believe that's one of Cody's people. I'm not familiar with his work, but I know Cody doesn't do half-ass very well, so I don't see anyone on this card that I think is going to disappoint me. And that triple threat's definitely going to be good because Shug D's that dude.
Yeah, Shug D he beat Warhorse, and I forget who the other person was. Levi Everett. Yeah, I saw that in one of the promotional videos that I was putting together. I was like, that's impressive.
Old Amish country.
Yeah, and
we wrestled in Amish country this weekend out in Delta, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, guys, so if you haven't, go check out Delta. You know, just a little plug for them.
Old DWA. If anybody's on here from DWA watching, you're welcome. We love you. Yeah. But, yeah, so the thing about this card that I like so much, like, it feels like they branched out and took a little bit of somebody from every place in wrestling. Yeah. Like the major levels, WWE guys, the upper indie guys. They had a lot of Impact guys on this card. The Impact World Championship is actually being defended on this card, but I think we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to the main event later.
But it's just amazing the diversity of talent and good talent that's been put on this card. So we're really trying to push this show to the moon because all these guys deserve to wrestle for as many people as possible.
It's not just a thrown together card like we've seen with other wrestling promotions, because we've all been there. We've all seen the local indie promotions where it was just people that don't know how to wrestle. This is an actual card that, tickets should be $30 to $40, but I don't believe they're even that.
I can go look right now at how much tickets are. I probably should have known that before getting on here, but that's my fault for being stupid. But anybody that's interested in purchasing tickets, before we get too much into this, you can go to nextgentn.net. That's stands for Next Gen Tennessee, but it's nextgentn.net, and up from there they have merchandise. They've got DVDs. They have links to their stuff on High Spots. And I know for sure they have tickets to every one of their shows at nextgentn.net. So check that out. Let's get to some more on this card. I know there's a 3-on-3 tag with, let's see, who is this? Alpha Inc., Chris Keith, Sledge Gibson, and Mac Butler from around here. Those are my boys. And then the Lost Boy Scouts. I'm not particularly familiar with, I know the one dude, Man Scout. I've seen his stuff before.
Yeah.
And I don't recognize the other two. Are you familiar with either of these guys?
I'm not familiar with them, but I am familiar with Alpha Inc., and those guys are some tough dudes, bro.
Well, maybe it's just because Alpha Inc. are our local guys, but I have seen Man Scout stuff before. I saw him wrestle at the Gathering earlier this year. That was pretty cool. I know, like I said, though, I know Cody doesn't book half-ass shit, so I'm definitely excited to see what happens of it, and I don't believe anybody on this card's half-ass.
No, it's gonna be interesting though, because if you were at the last UEW show, Sledge Gibson took on Leo Kirby, and
oh my god,
which was a banger of a match. But after the match, Chris Keith came out because him and Mac Butler both got ejected. Chris Keith came out at the end, and Sledge shoved the Crab, I believe, World Championship in Chris's chest.
Okay, so we don't do that kayfabe shit here. All right. We all know what happened. We all saw it. That's Alpha Inc.'s problems, and you let Alpha Inc. deal with their damn problems, because that's not what this is about. Alpha Inc.'s going to be there, and we know Alpha Inc.'s going to make their presence known, but whatever problems might be erupting between Chris Keith and Sledge Gibson is between them.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
So it is going to be interesting. I think it's a good 6-man match is a definite on the show. This I am really looking forward to, but, it's going to be good.
I'm trying to pull up ticket prices now, but I'm absolutely horrible at making technology things work for me. That's why I let Christian do the podcasting stuff now. I used to do it, and I got so frustrated. I was like, no.
Now it's all on me. Now he just shows up.
I just show up. That's all I do.
So let's talk about the NGW showcase. The Renegades of Flight versus Shane Andrews and Caden Sade.
So Jason Kincaid and Facade, I am very familiar with both of those. Mm-hmm. I know Jason Kincaid is a really good worker. He takes his stuff very serious. He takes his health very serious. I know Facade is a high-flying, crazy motherfucker. And I know Renegades of Flight is already a solid tag team. I've seen Shane Andrews and Caden Sane both before. I've seen their faces before. I believe I've seen some of Shane Andrews' work. I don't know if I've seen any of Caden's stuff.
Okay, but so from the way I read this, you have the top tag team in NGW versus two of their up-and-coming singles competitors. Now, that's interesting to me because, being singles competitors is a much different landscape than being a tag team competitor. So right. I'm wondering how they will fare against NGW's top tag team.
It's certainly a different style of wrestling. Mm-hmm. Tag team wrestling is so much different in that you have to be able to rely on your partner. Mm-hmm. Like as far as working and shooting, you got to be able to rely on your partner.
Yeah.
In and out of the ring. So
of course,
one thing I know, I know Jason Kincaid's a good brother because I've seen nothing but good out of him. I don't know Facade very well, but I know absolutely. He puts on some banger-ass matches, so I'm definitely excited to see where this one goes. I always like a good tag match, and the Renegades of Flight have just been on fire at NGW so far, so I'm excited to see them come to Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know if that's their first Virginia appearance, but to those who have not seen them, I did see clips of them. They are really good. So, if you want to see good tag team wrestling, because I'll be honest with you, I love tag team matches. I've always been a big fan of great tag teams. Like, I was introduced to the era of wrestling when TNA was at the best with their tag teams. And they had Beer Money Inc. They had Team 3D, which we all knew were the Dudleys. They had the Motor City Machine Guns. Like, there was some talent there in the matches they put on.
I swear I feel so. I didn't mean to cut you off. I feel so rude looking at my phone right now, but I'm actually trying to pull up these tickets so I can get people an accurate price and they know what they're going to spend before they even click the link to go spend it.
No,
because I know how I know money's tight, especially some people are still recovering from COVID, but wrestling is just coming back to where people can go see live stuff again and not have to watch brutal tapings of
empty arena shows.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much. And it's definitely going to be a good show. So I want anyone that attends to remember that we've put this off for 2 years for you guys. NGW wanted to come to Richmond 2 years ago, but it never happened. So everything that they've wanted to do and all the ideas that they've been wanting to put out, we've been saving and crafting for 2 years. Just to make sure that they're good enough for you when they finally get here.
Yeah, no. So this Sunday, it's happening. You need to be at this show. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the best shows not only Richmond's ever seen, but one of the best shows that the independent wrestling scene has ever seen.
And I mean, let's get on to some of the rest of the matches because I feel like the only way to make that statement more believable is to see what else is in store. And let's get on to some of the title matches because I know they're going to have a couple bangers on here that I'm excited for, but we've only been through 3.
Yeah, let's talk about, though, former WWE superstar JTG versus Impact Wrestling wrestler Caleb Conley.
Oh, dude, JTG, anything with JTG on it's going to be fire.
So this is not the JTG you knew from WWE from years ago. This is a different guy. This is a guy who is absolutely tearing down the independent scene.
I saw him in Florida earlier this year for WrestleMania during the Mania weekend when he was booked at GCW. Different guy, he's metamorphosized.
Yeah, he's a big guy now, and he's great. So if you haven't seen JTG in a while, I would definitely go look up clips, but you can see him live in Richmond. That's what I'm trying to stress. These guys you can see live here this Sunday.
In person, with your own eyeballs.
So I think that one speaks for itself. JTG versus Caleb Conley. Banger of a match that you're not going to want to miss. So let's I'm pulling up the card right now. Just give me 1 second.
So I know another good one that's coming up. I don't know what he's doing there, but now I want to take an opportunity real quick to speak to some of the wrestlers. If you're a wrestler anywhere within the 3-hour radius of the Richmond area and even further, Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Fandango, for anybody that remembers him in WWE.
Fandango.
Is going to be coming out hosting a seminar for wrestlers of all experience levels. And I don't just mean wrestlers. I mean, if you're a referee, manager, valet, hell, if you're an announcer, there's something you can take from this seminar to better yourself and make yourself an asset to anyone that books you in this business. So anybody that may be seeing this that has any kind of interest in pursuing a career in professional wrestling, there is a Dirty Dango seminar before this show, the day of the show. $45 a spot. I don't know why. I know how much the seminar spots are.
Yeah, but you can't tell me how much the tickets are?
Don't know how much fucking tickets are. You got to go to the website for that.
They're not $200 like WWE tickets. So.
No, damn sure not. But Dirty Dango seminar spots are $45 a pop. You get to learn from a WWE guy that was employed by the company for over 15 years. For a brief little while in 2012, 2013, he had one of the most over gimmicks that there was because everyone was dancing to his entrance music, which sometimes that's all you need. But the guy can actually work.
Yeah.
After he got released and everything, the guy can work. He knows his shit. He's been to the big dance. Unlike, a lot of these fellas out here, I hate when I see, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into it because this is not what we're talking about.
No, we're here to hype the NGW show.
Dirty Dango seminar. If you're a wrestler, manager, whatever you're going to be, come to this seminar. It's worth the $45 for your spot, and you're going to get at least a good bit of this 15 years worth of knowledge. Even if I didn't mention also the standout star from this seminar is going to get a guaranteed booking spot at one of the future NGW shows upcoming. So that already in itself is motivation. You know, everybody's always talking about, let me get a booking, brother. Hey, who do I get in touch with to work with this promotion? Are they hiring anybody? This is your chance. If you want to get booked, don't hit up my inbox asking who the promoter is. Don't be like, hey, go talk to your cousin. This is how you get booked. Show up to the seminar and show us that you deserve it.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
And there are very limited spots left, so sign up now. Like yesterday, very limited spots available, right?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not looking at the spots or nothing, but I'm going to say this. As long as you have money, it will probably be taken.
That's fair. So, on to the next match. This match was just announced, I think, before we made the promo video. I mean, right after we made the promo video. It's Erica Lee.
Lee. Thank you very much.
My
she's kind of a friend of mine, so I'd appreciate you put some respect on her name.
My bad, damn.
Erica Lee versus Danny Moe. Erica Lee was actually on. I worked AEW this past week as a stagehand, and Erica Lee was actually on Dark, who's going to be appearing tonight.
Yeah,
on,
Dark
AEW
Elevation.
Dark Elevation, yes sir. So Erica Lee versus Danny Moe. I know Danny Moe is a mainstay at NGW a lot, so I know that's going to be a good match, like without a doubt. Erica's worked very hard to get where she's at, so you know it's cool seeing people that wrestle on AEW one day and then they're coming to wrestle for like the hometown promotion the next weekend. Like that's what I like about having promotions like AEW around, because they don't limit the opportunities for people to continue working and developing and growing independently.
Yeah, that's how it was when I went to the AEW show in Norfolk, which if you look right over there's a picture of me from the show.
Right, yeah. They got some big old cowboy shit over here up on the wall. Should I go get it down and show them? Because it's probably really small.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Let me do that.
But, no, it was really cool seeing some people you knew on AEW, and then you come and watch them at your local promotion. Like, I mean, yeah, there I am.
Big old cowboy shit.
Yeah, we were holding the signs. That's pretty cool. I got a bunch of 8x10s printed out of that. But, no, like Jesse said, AEW is definitely giving wrestlers opportunity that they need, and then they come back and see their local promotion. Like I saw some people at UEW the week before wrestle on Dark.
Yeah. Shout out the homie Logan LaRoe. Fucking fire. If you don't know, check it out tonight because he's going to tear the fucking house down. Oh,
yeah. He wrestled Tony Nese, which was a great match. But, like, that's in the past. This Sunday, we're about to see some more great matches, and I think we should talk about the main event.
Yeah, Erica Lee versus Danny Moe. That's going to be a banger. The main event.
Now, let's play the promo.
Yeah, just play the promo and show them that, and then we'll get on to the main event. Because this is
I'll be making my return NGW. And believe it or not, that will be my debut in Richmond, Virginia. Fun fact, I'm from the DMV, Hyattsville, Maryland, which is approximately an hour and 20 minutes from Richmond. So I guess you could say I'll be coming back home. And this weekend I have Impact World title match against my rival, Eddie Edwards. And when I'm successful, if I'm successful, maybe, just maybe, I'll be defending this at NGW.
Well,
now let me ask you this. What the hell, man? The Impact Wrestling World Championship, arguably one of the biggest world championships in wrestling today, is being defended in Richmond, Virginia at this show, Bogus Journey.
Well, I'll say this. I don't know who leads the Impact charge these days, to be honest. I don't watch a lot of Impact. But I know it was Impact's one of the top three. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's when you talk about professional wrestling, if you know anything outside of WWE, realistically, the first two names that are going to come to your mind are TNA or AEW, depending on how long you've been watching. So, with all that being said, I know NGW's always had a very good relationship with Impact. I know that.
Yeah, Scott D'Amore is the one running it.
Okay, all right. I know my cousin did a lot of stuff with Jeff Jarrett a while back. I'm not exactly sure.
Old Double J.
Not exactly sure how that came to be, because I'm just trying to help him bring this thing out here to Virginia and get it in front of the eyes of people that I know are gonna love it.
Yeah, and
so this title match, Moose versus Rich Swann.
Mm-hmm.
Now, both of those names already by themselves, arguably, when said in a locker room or around anybody really, these guys are elite level athletes and professional wrestlers. These are not Johnny in the backyard doing flips off his mom's shed. Like,
these are legitimate guys.
Basically what I'm trying to explain, folks, is you're not going to see, and shout out to anybody at any level of wrestling. Like, that's why we're having the seminar, because it's about people getting better, and you never stop learning and you never stop getting better. But these guys have had years and years to learn from some of the absolute best in the business, and they've put on some absolute fucking barn burners. And I believe that's exactly what you're going to see this Sunday, is an absolute barn burner from Moose and Rich Swann for that Impact World title. And I don't, Christian, you're more of the, like, how do I say, the Mean Gene-ish kind of character than me. I kind of I'm kind of just talking right now because I feel really passionate about NGW and bringing it here, but there's no way to put this match over and not have it sound amazing.
No, it's not, because you have two world championship level material athletes in Moose, who holds the world title, and Rich Swann, who had the world championship, who faced Kenny Omega. Like,
and I mean, no matter how you feel about Kenny or his character or whatever, like, arguably he's one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet.
Yes.
And I mean, not just in the United States, on the planet, everywhere.
And both Rich Swann and Moose have faced him. Now, with that being said, they are going to put on a great match for you this Sunday in Richmond, Virginia.
Yay, and I know they will. Are there anybody in the comments that have been talking to us this whole time? Because
I don't think so, but let me check.
Yeah, let's just double check, because shit, yeah, that's what happens when you stop looking at stuff. What up, Michael Vincent? Old Mike Cook. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people, man. You've been neglecting our fans.
Yo, I thought it was gonna pop up on here.
And you're an absolutely horrible host. This is what happens when I let other people handle my shit. We have no live interaction. You're fired. I need a new social media manager.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's all right. Send him gifts and make him feel better, because I'm going to make him feel like shit for making y'all miss out on us talking to you for so long.
Yeah. So we have Michael Vincent in the comments, Mike Cook Jr., and David Watson.
That's my boy from Delta, Michael Vincent. He's a referee.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hell yeah.
Real good peoples, man.
Dude, I honestly thought the comments would pop up on here, so that's why I stopped looking at them on there. But hey, is what it is. Now we know we actually have comments.
Hell yeah. So we've pretty much gone over the card. I don't know. There might be one or two surprise matches still dropping.
Yeah.
I can go double check the page real quick and
make sure. Those are all the matches.
I'm just saying, something might get dropped while we're on here talking. You never know.
Maybe.
We might be able to sit here and have a live match announcement right here on air. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool. But also, I forgot to mention, me and this guy will be there.
Oh, yeah, of course, absolutely. If I'm on here promoting it, putting my time and energy into it, I'm going to be there helping out any way I can.
Hey, and, like you said, I'll have my own table, which I have merchandise. I have AEW figures, which I know people are trying to find.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we got a shitload of figs and old wrestling T-shirts. We out here about it. We out here hustling, just trying to do the thing. But Christian is trying to open a very reputable gimmick table that he's going to bring everywhere and anywhere that there is wrestling or anything to do with wrestling. And, I just like helping people with their dreams, man, because wrestling's fun. And anyone that wants to be, anyone that can listen and learn and wants to be a part of this should be able to be a part of it.
I agree
because there's something in there for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to get my foot in the door at places, but I think we're off to a good start.
Oh yeah, man. And you know, the thing about it is, I started a few years ago. I did music before any of this, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like a rapper, and I haven't written a song in probably like 3 or 4 years. But I had this guy hit me up that knew I did a lot of music, and he was like, "Hey, I need some entrance music for my character, and like I'm a prison guy, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, maybe some like rap rock prison shit. I was perfect, right up my alley, you know what I mean?" So I made him a song, and he took me up to the school to meet the owner of the wrestling school. Dude shook my hand. We took a picture. He was a real cool guy, and of course I was 16 at the time, so he basically worked me into a contract type deal that my parents had to sign for me to come wrestle.
Funny how that works.
Right, yeah, you never realize that you're getting worked when you're that young because you don't know shit about working yet, you know? So I take it home, my parents sign it, they're cool with it, and like, so there were people at this school paying like $200 a month to come train. But because I did this dude the song and I was showing up early to help with a bunch of the shows and stuff, the dude cut me a deal for like $50 a month.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. And usually,
not at all, dude. People pay astronomical amounts of money for wrestling school.
If you listen to a lot of people, they say they couldn't afford it. So what they would do is help out the promoter. Like I know
Right.
Mick Foley to train. I think it was Mick Foley. He would like set up the ring beforehand, and if he had time, he would work out in the ring.
Right. And that's the type of stuff that you got to do to get your foot in the door, you know? And like, here's the thing, right? When I started, I trained for maybe 2 or 3 months, and it got to the point where I couldn't get my bumping down. And I kept rocking my head and getting fucking concussions. And I had this lady that was a female wrestler there, and she also talked to me, and she was also a doctor. And she kind of explained to me, like, look, you know, this shit's hard on your body, and if you don't feel like this is what you want to do, don't force yourself to do it. I think she could kind of tell that I got worked into the wrestling training, and it was more, you know what I mean? But I still wanted to be around and involved in wrestling. I just didn't want to be a wrestler at the time. Like, I wanted to be like a manager, somebody that just talked shit and did the minimal physical stuff, but still got to get all the shine. Basically, I just wanted to put myself over, like.
I think that's what everybody wants to do, put themselves over.
Any fucking mark does when they first get into the business, until you realize that none of that shit means anything and nobody cares. So, like, that was just how I started.
Yeah.
You know, and then gradually from there, I became an announcer. Earl Hebner was one of the head people at the school, and when I came back to training, I trained with him to referee for a little while, and that was a lot better for me than wrestling. You know what I mean? Because it just physically was easier. Since then, I went back to training as a wrestler and stuff, and I haven't been in the best physical shape to be wrestling for the past year, but I've been going to a lot of seminars and anywhere I can train to get ring time, you know, because it's all just about getting better. And before, I thought I couldn't do it, and you know, once I did it once or twice without fucking being scared, and I was a little bit older and my body was in a little better shape, I kind of understood a little better. Like, you know, the bumping and stuff just came a lot more natural to me. Like, I don't have a problem bumping now. Yeah. I bumped with my shoulder out of socket this past weekend, actually.
Yeah, but you know what's so cool? We'll see a lot of people bumping this weekend.
Absolutely. And I wasn't trying to get off topic.
You're good.
I was just retaining to the point that I believe anyone that has a passion for this business that can listen and wants to be involved should be able to be involved. You know what I mean? And sometimes all that takes is just finding the right people in your city and, you know, smarten up, kid. Don't let yourself get worked. But you're going to get worked. When you're first breaking in the business, you're going to get worked. It happens.
It does. I mean, it happens. But I do want to ask you, what match are you looking forward to most this Sunday?
Well, to be honest, there's obviously the main event's going to be a banger. Mm-hmm. Like, that's without question, that's going to be fire. For me personally, it's either going to be the 6-man tag with Alpha Inc. or the JTG and Caleb Conley. Because I know both of those are going to be amazing, and I I like seeing those bigger tag matches, how they're put together.
Yeah.
Because the spots sometimes are so much more intricate and, like, they're just very, they're so much harder and different to put together than just, like, a regular singles match. I can't even say harder because for some people they're easier. You know, it all depends on the type of wrestling you do as a performer. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's easier for you might not be as easy for someone else. To me, I'm just fascinated at how these big 6-man tags and stuff are put together. And I believe this might be for the Crab and UEW tag titles. I believe that match is for the tag titles, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. Only one way to find out. Show up and buy a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. No, I have to agree that's going to be a great match, but I'm more of a like regular tag team guy, so the Renegades of Flight match, I'm really looking forward to. They remind me of like Young Bucks kind of stuff, Top Flight. I mean, I just like the whole aerial aspect of it, so I'm really looking forward to that. But of course, the Impact World title, you know, just being that close to that title, like, think about the names that have held it. And yes, it was TNA before it was Impact. You know, Kurt Angle, Sting, Chris Sabin, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. You know, people who have held that belt. Like, just think about how big this belt is, you know. And now Moose has it and is defending it this Sunday at the Bogus Journey for NGW.
And, like, think about this, too. If Rich Swann were to win that title at NGW this Sunday, that would literally be a piece of wrestling history.
Yeah.
So you could quite literally, be missing out on a piece of wrestling history if you don't come to this show.
Yeah. No, you definitely could. So I'm thinking, you know, we're about to hop off here, but, you know, just come this Sunday. We will be there. Moose will be there. Rich Swann. You know, we've named off all the names. And if you're not convinced by now, I don't think we're going to convince you.
Yeah, and if you're not convinced by now, I probably don't care because you're probably not a wrestling fan. But anybody that's watched professional wrestling and has any love of it for a few years knows we got some bangers about to take place here this weekend, and we just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about wrestling and why we love it and why this show is going to be awesome. So anybody that wants tickets, check out nextgentn.net. They've got a lot of dope merch there. They have a whole history archive of their shows on High Spots. If anybody's got the High Spots network, it's like one of the Netflix of professional wrestling. Like, there's High Spots, Fight TV, and IWTV.
Yeah.
Like, those are the big three. And if you don't have any of those,
what are you doing?
Yeah, you're fucking up. So go get some wrestling in your life, and thank y'all for tuning in and watching this podcast. Maybe we should check the comments one more time before we log off, because, you know, maybe there's people trying to talk to us and tell us things.
Andrew Warner says, how you guys doing? I think we're doing pretty
good.
What
up, Fast Lane?
We're going to be doing pretty good this Sunday. Can you hand me that real quick, Jesse?
Yep. What are we doing here?
Hey, just hand it to me.
Man, he's got me holding belts and shit. My hands all fucked up.
If you come this Sunday to this event, I will let you take a picture with this belt. I also have the TNT belt.
Y'all see this fucking mark-ass shit?
I do. I'm just wear this for a little bit. You know, because it's the Legends title. I'm a fucking legend.
Do y'all see what's going on here?
I'm just trying to get myself booked, man.
Yep. Well, that's how you do it, I guess. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
I can't help you get booked. You get yourself over, brother.
No, but seriously, like...
Hey, come to the Fandango seminar. You might get booked.
Yeah, I'm not... I don't do physical stuff.
Yeah, we know.
I hate you. But, no, seriously, like, I will have this belt there this Sunday. I have a TNT belt. If you want to take pictures with them,
yep,
you're more than welcome.
Show up, take pictures with belts. Hell, you might get to take pictures with wrestlers. All I know is it's going to be a good time. I'm going to be there cooking out, selling some merch, doing whatever I have to do to help out. And I hope to see everybody there this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And... you know, if you're looking for something to listen to, the podcast How We'd Book It, the newest and hottest show in the world of professional wrestling today. We give you our opinions on how we'd book certain things. Jesse's been on there a few times.
Shameless plug. Yep.
Hey, gotta do it. But we're doing a new segment called Indie Spotlight, where we're gonna have different independent wrestlers on. So if you're watching this and you're an indie wrestler, hit me up, because I will give you however long you want on the podcast to just talk.
Like, literally, y'all don't understand. This guy's fan page has at least 2,000 plus followers. I'm not saying he's the greatest opportunity out there, but anybody that wants to be in front of people, this is literally an opportunity for you to be in front of eyes and have yourself heard and have yourself put over. And just like we said, everybody wants to put themselves over. Mm-hmm. So here's an opportunity to do it. And he's telling you have as long as you want. So come do it.
It's an open mic. You can have as long as you want, and I'll work with your time. As long as it's not like 3 a.m. my time, because I sleep by then. Other than that, we're good. Jesse, you want to plug anything?
Honestly, not really. Other than if y'all happen to see this at all and tune in, shout out to the Stompers and the Brooklyn Prodigies, because we just had a banger ass match with them this past weekend at DWA. I was a manager in that match. I didn't do anything but get super kicked off the apron, and my shoulder came out of socket like 4 times. So I have to go to a doctor this Wednesday and get that shit fixed. And unfortunately, I probably won't be wrestling for a while, as much as I hate to say that and be dropping that kind of news on people. I haven't really made a public statement about it, but unfortunately, that's how it's looking. So I know this. I want to say I appreciate everything that DWA did for us this weekend and everything they've done for us this year. So shout out Delta guys if y'all are watching. Shout out UEW for helping bring NGW to Richmond, because everybody's fucking this is a unit, and the thing about this business is you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
Yeah. But if you want to check me out on anything, Chris Ingram 335, go check out my TikToks. It's nothing but wrestling content.
Yep, wrestling content and OnlyFans content.
Yep, fair. Yep, I'm promoting my OnlyFans.
All right, well, I mean, I've said what I need to say. What are you got left?
I don't have anything left except I'm going to see you this Sunday. You better be there. Impact Wrestling World title on the line. How could you miss it?
You can't. You just can't.
I don't have anything else to say, but I got to end the stream, guys. We love you. We want to see you Sunday. Jesse?
Deuces.
Hang on one sec.